Yo, what is good, YouTube? Back here with another reaction video. Got the MLB All-Star Game reserves and pitchers announced. Let's see who got snubbed and who got left off your team that didn't make the All-Star Game.
Here's a look at the All-Star reserves in the American League. Josh Naylor.
So we got Josh Naylor, which, I mean, it's pretty obvious he should have made it. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Guardians fan, but, like, bro, he's pretty good. Marcus Semien. Yeah, Bobby Witt, Carlos Correa, Rafael Devers, Isaac Paredes, Kyle Tucker, Riley Green, Jalen Duran, Salvador Perez, David Fry. For the most part, I think most of these are well-deserved.
Marcus Semien, Bobby Witt Jr., Carlos Correa, Rafael Devers, Isaac Paredes, Kyle Tucker, Riley Green, Jalen Duran, Salvador Perez, and David Fry. As for the pitchers, we got Garrett Crochet, Seth Lugo.
Pitching, Garrett Crochet. I mean, he's been a dog. Seth Lugo been a dog. Scooble been a dog. Taylor Honka been a dog. Cole Reagan's been a dog. Logan Gilbert been a dog. I mean, well-deserved. That's all I'm going to say. They all deserve to be in the All-Star game.
Lugo, Tarek Scooble, Tanner Houck.
I like Mason Miller on here. He's really tough.
Burns, Tyler Anderson, and Kirby Yates. Your AL relievers are Clay Holmes, Emmanuel Clase, and the flamethrower, Mason Miller.
Ain't no way you call Mason Miller a flamethrower, bro. That's Emmanuel Clase, not Mason Miller. Mason Miller, don't get me wrong, he can throw heat, but, like, bro, come on.
Time now to welcome in CBS MLB analyst and insider Jim Bowden for his thoughts on the All-Star reserves in the AL. First one right off the bat, Jim. What's your biggest takeaway from the reserves that were named to the All-Star team for the AL?
Yeah, I think one of the things that really stood out to me is that 17 All-Stars will be making the All-Star team for the first time. 10 in the National League and 7 in the American League. So we're going to have a youthful group at the All-Star game, and I think that is really good news for the sport. You mentioned
Miller, it's really good for the game.
With Oakland, you've got on the other side Jackson Merrill in the National League, a rookie making Heliot Ramos of San Francisco. So I'm really excited about the fact that
Paul Skenes got in. I mean,
I am too.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's entertaining, but
they get to show
I see why.
Really great for growing the game. Now, when it comes to a lot of people talk about
Philly's 7 All-Stars missing, that would be franchise record. Wow.
To start off on the mound.
Yeah, I think in the American League, you know, there's a lot of really good candidates, and I think if you did it statistically, Seth Lugo probably would be the guy. But for me, it's going to be Corbin Burns of the Baltimore Orioles. You know,
Corbin Burns,
he's won a Cy Young in the past. He's a big name, and I think he deserves.
I don't know. Seth Lugo may get the start.
And Bruce Bochy, the manager of the Texas Rangers, will be the one making the call, and I think he's going to go to a veteran guy. And although Tariq Skubal deserves serious consideration,
yeah, Skubal, he's
tough. I think it'll be Corbin Burns. And
even though I hate the Tigers, but he's tough, bro.
In the other league, in the National League, and look, it's clear to me, Paul Skenes should be the guy. And I know, look, a lot of people.
Bro, he's a rookie, bro. I understand it's the All-Star game. You want the most exciting, you know, starting lineup, pitching. I get it. But he's a rookie, bro. Like, at least he should come out of the bullpen. I don't think he should start, but
people are saying it's got to be either Chris Sale or Zach Wheeler, and I get it.
Yeah, it should.
Have the great years. I've heard a lot of baseball.
But the thing is, you're discrediting, you know, Chris Sale and Zach Wheeler if you're just gonna start a rookie in front of them that has not. I don't know. Has he even made over 10 starts?
Hey, you know, these guys have started 18 times. Skenes has started 10. I don't care. Right now, Paul Skenes is the best pitcher.
You don't care. I mean, whatever, bro. That's why you're an L analyst.
Baseball. Paul Skenes is the biggest story in baseball right now.
I get it, Paul Skenes is the biggest story, but you're not understanding. So you're just going to, you know, Chris Sale and Zach Wheeler, you know, they busted their ass to be where they're at, you know, this year, and you're just going to, oh, no, throw Paul Skenes in there to start pitching.
He's taken the
That's whack, bro.
And it's the headliner. And the young kids of America...
Because I'm not hating on Paul Skenes.
And I think maybe
I'm not hating on him.
It's an exhibition game.
He's a rookie. That goes for anyone that's a rookie.
Hey, look, we're going to dive into that a little bit and more. Yeah, we're going to dive into that a little bit more after the break. But those people, Jim, there's no denying that they deserve to be on the roster for the All-Star team. What about
join large-scale battles with military vehicles.
But like what I'm saying though is like
War Thunder has received a major update.
I just
some biggest snubs though that were left off, in your opinion.
Yeah, in the American League, there were 2 starting pitchers that I can't believe were left off.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Of the Minnesota Twins and George Kirby of the Seattle Mariners. Now, Joe Ryan has 6 wins with a 3.29 ERA.
So this is who we think got snubbed. Yeah, Anthony Santander and Jordan Westbrook definitely got snubbed. Corey Seager, I don't know. I don't know how he's been this year. I mean, Corey Seager, he's usually pretty good. Joe Ryan, I agree with most of the list.
118 strikeouts.
I just don't agree with the Paul Skenes stuff, bro. Like,
0.9. And George Kirby,
it doesn't make
who has
sense.
some of the best control and command in the sport, certainly in the American League. 7 wins, a 3.3 ERA. He's got 101 Ks. His whip is 0.98. So both of them, to me, deserve to be on the team ahead of Tyler Anderson of the Angels. Look, I understand that Anderson is there because the Angels have to be represented by a player. But I think it's unfortunate they got snubbed.
Yeah, that is tough.
Andres Munoz, how does he not make it over Clay Holmes, Chris? I mean, Andres Munoz has 14 saves and a 1.5 ERA.
Wow.
33
1.5 ERA is wild.
punch-outs in 35 innings. And I know Holmes had a great first quarter, but, you look at him over the last month, Munoz should be the guy there. And, in fact, I can argue...
Yeah, but, like, we're not going over the last month. We're going, like, all season long. Like, Clay Holmes is he's probably been the best, like, American League reliever.
Should have made this team with 17 saves with a 2.08 ERA.
Jansen!
And then finally,
What?
I think when you look at the position players, I think 2 Baltimore Orioles got really snubbed. Jordan Westberg, the second.
Yeah, I agree with this.
He's hitting 282 with 14 homers.
I agree with this.
140 OPS plus, a 2.8 WAR. He's been absolutely amazing. Anthony Santander, his teammate, has 23 home runs. And David Fry makes the team, and I get it. He's at 300. He's been on base 40% of the time. But David Fry makes the team over Westberg and Santander? Really?
Wait, no way you throwing shade on David Fry, bro. Stop it, dog. Like, why does everyone hate on us, bro?
And then lastly, I would even argue, because the game is...
This dude just a hater, bro.
They should.
You act like David Fry hasn't been, like, really important in our offense. If David Fry, like, I don't want to wish anything, but if he got hurt, like, you know what I mean? And he's out the lineup for, like, a month or, like, 2 months, bro, we are screwed.
Found a way to put Corey Seager on the team.
I get it, Anthony Santander and what's the other dude's name? Jordan Westberg. Like, they really deserve to be on the All-Star team, but David Fry is well deserved.
I know he had a period of...
I'm not even being biased. It's just what it is.
15 homers and a 129 OPS plus, and so to me, those are the guys that have been snubbed in the American League.
I have no arguments with that whatsoever, especially about Munoz. Like that. I don't understand
Stop
that
sucking
just
up, bro.
based on looking at the resume of all those players. Here's a look at the National League reserves for the All-Star game. Luis Ariz, Pete Alonso.
National League. Luis Ariz, well-deserved. Pete Alonso. I mean, who doesn't want him in the All-Star game? Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. Ellie D. LaCrush makes it. Yo, I'm happy for Ellie, bro. Like, really, really excited for Ellie. Gonna be a great experience for him. C.J. Abrams, I like. Ryan McMahon. Yeah, for the most part, I like it.
Alonso, Freddie Freeman,
Really good.
Mookie Betts, Ellie De La Cruz, C.J. Abrams, Ryan McMahon, Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, Ellie in the All-Star game is fire,
Ryan
bro.
Reynolds, Elliot Ramos, Will Smith, and Marcel.
Jackson Merrill in there, too?
As for the pitchers,
the pitchers looking like?
Tyler Glass.
Wow, a lot of Phillies. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. My bad. Ranger Suarez, Tyler Glasnow, the rookie from the Cubs makes it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name because I don't know how to say it. Ronaldo, Lopez, Logan Webb, Paul Skenes. Like, I'm okay with it.
Now, Shota Ibanaga.
I just don't think Paul Skenes should be in here. But if it's just for any entertaining purposes, then yeah.
Chris Sale,
I can see why.
And Zach Wheeler. For the relievers.
But for this dude saying that Zach Wheeler and Chris Sale should not start over Paul Skenes is crazy.
Jeff Hoffman.
They played the whole year.
Time now to welcome back Jim Bowden for his thoughts on the NL All-Star reserves. And Jim, it would be a crime not to talk about Paul Skenes making the All-Star team. First player to be drafted #1 overall and make the All-Star team.
Congrats to Paul Skenes. Like, I'm not trying to hate on him, but like, you're just taking away from the fact that Chris Sale and Zach Wheeler have been dogs.
The next season,
You just can't throw a rookie in there that's had under 10 starts under his belt be the starter in the National League.
Yeah, it's exciting for the sport because he has become the headline story of the 2024 Major League season. And it's not just because he has the coolest mustache in baseball. It's because he has a pitch called the splinker that nobody can hit. In fact, opposing batters are hitting 140 against him. But he has changed the enthusiasm of baseball in the city of Pittsburgh like they haven't seen in years. He is an ace.
I mean, he's changed them for sure, but they still ain't going to make the playoffs, bro.
And I think it's pretty exciting that he will be in the All-Star game.
I mean, he's got good stats. 5-0. See, he just hasn't made the 10 starts. Like, you can't put someone in there with 5 starts.
Or Chris Sale, the Braves, they
both
both deserve to start as well. But you look at the last 10 starts, there's been nobody better in our sport than Skenes, and I think that would be the perfect way to start an All-Star game is him walking on the mound and throwing that 100-mile-an-hour fastball and splinker. So that's what I'm hoping happens.
Hey, fans would love to get that sequence, that image in their heads. Now,
if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to be mad, but I just think Chris Sale or Zach Wheeler should start.
With 7 players going to the All-Star game, what does that tell you about where this team is at right now, Jim?
Yeah, well, Chris, first of all, we know where they are, right? This is the best team in League Baseball. They have the best record in the sport.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 All-Stars.
And I certainly don't think anyone in the sport's going to argue with the 5 players you see
on
that graphic right there, with Bryce Harper at first, Trey Turner at short, Alec Boehm at third, and 2 of their starters, Ranger Suarez and Zach Wheeler. You know, look, I know how great Matt Strom and Jeff Hoffman have been. I could argue there were some closers that maybe should have made the team over one of them, to be honest. But
yeah, but they're the best team in the league, bro. They're going to get the nod. What do you mean?
You deserve to be well represented, and I'm happy for the Phillies and their fan base.
I was about to say, bro. Like,
and, you know, somebody who's not on this All-Star roster, Jim, for the NL is Christian Walker. I was surprised, you know what I'm saying, that Pete Alonso got it over him. What are some of your biggest snubs, though?
Yeah, that would be my #1 snub as well. But the reason that Pete Alonso made it over Christian Walker isn't because he deserves it more. It's because the New York Mets have to have a representative in the All-Star team.
Yeah, that's
so
stupid,
They could have
bro.
picked Lindor. They chose to go with Pete Alonso, and that cost Christian Walker the spot on the team.
Yeah, that's dumb. Because Christian Walker should have. Yeah, he should have made it.
22 home runs. He's been on base at a 34% clip, and oh, by the way, he's on pace to win another Gold Glove award at first base.
But if we're going off like entertainment, you know, Pete Alonso.
With you, he's the #1 snub.
I'm not saying Christian Walker is like entertainment.
Let's talk about the Braves closer for a minute, Raciel Iglesias, who's been a key component of this Braves team that's in second place right now behind the Phillies. Got 21 saves. His whip is 0.8, and he has a 2.2 ERA. You're telling me that Matt Strom and Hoffman deserve to be on the team over Iglesias? I'm just not buying that. So that's also a snub that kind of gets me the wrong way. And then finally, the shortstop with the Cardinals, the rookie Mason Wynn. He's got a 3.4 WAR. This guy,
I could see Iglesias. Yeah, he should have been in there.
He's got the best shortstop
I agree with
that the Cardinals maybe have ever had in the history of the.
I don't watch the Cardinals. I don't know how good Mason Wynn is, but
from the hole, and he's hitting 294. And so
he's hitting 294.
Look at the 3 biggest snubs in terms of the National League. I would rank them: Walker 1, Iglesias 2, and Mason Wynn 3.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, Walker should definitely be in there for sure.
Jim, you got Corbin Burns going up against Paul Skenes, right? If that is indeed who the NL and the AL are going.
We do not want that. We want Corbin Burns versus either Chris Sale or Zach Wheeler
to put out as the starters on the mound. Who do you have? Who are you leaning towards winning this game?
The American League.
I've got the American League winning.
Yes, sir.
The more dominant team. And look, I think with the National League, they've had some key injuries, right?
We got Judge, Soto, Jordan.
They lost Spencer Strider. Manny Machado, was trying to come back from the elbow, and he's not 100% yet. So
Strider got hurt. I forgot about that.
To the National League.
Same thing with the American League, though. Shane Bieber would be in the All-Star game.
A rookie position.
He didn't get hurt. The way he was pitching the first 2 starts, I'm not saying he would have kept it up till now, but
as much as I love it in the American League, so I'm going to have the American League winning this game. But I'll tell you one thing: it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we'll see a very close game.
It'll be close.
Fun, and you are always fun talking with us about baseball. Thanks so much, Jim. We appreciate the time.
Thanks, Chris.
And again, as we head to Arlington, you got 32 first-time All-Star selections, 17 in the National League, 15 in the AL. Phillies, 7 All-Stars, as we talked about.
That's crazy.
In the majors.
7 All-Stars. Wow.
And Paul Skenes, first #1 overall pick to be named an All-Star in the next season. That is just how good he has been.
I mean, he's good, but starter, come on, bro. But that's going to do it for this reaction. What's your guys' thoughts on the reserves? Who do you think got snubbed? Make sure y'all comment down below. That's going to do it. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the video, and share it.